In a weekend dominated by the bantamweights, Inway was in action, Vargas was in action, and so was Jonas Ntini. Let's take a look at the weekend's boxing results. The Monster's little brother was in action last night as Shokim Inway, the current WBA bantamweight champion, held on to his championship. Inway, now 19 wins, 1 loss, 5 knockouts, impressively kept his belt as he scored a one-punch knockout of ex-IBF junior bantamweight ruler Jonas Ntini at 44 seconds of the 9th round over in Tokyo, Japan. Ntini, a big hitting veteran southpaw, was no match for Inway, who had the faster hands, the faster reflexes, and was better on the inside. Inway scored the knockout in the 9th round with a nicely placed right uppercut to the pit of the stomach. It looks like Inway will now fight Antonio Vargas in what should be a very intriguing encounter. Hard-punching Japanese southpaw prospect Rika Masuda was in action. Masuda, 4 wins, 1 loss, 4 knockouts, demonstrated that punching power as a big left hand to the body, polished off WBO number 6, ex-world title challenger Jonas Sultan. The very impressive Jonas Ntini was in action last night as he won the WBC Bantamweight Championship. Ntini scored one of my favourite knockouts of 2023, and he was equally impressive last night. Defending titleist Alejandro Santiago, who had won the championship in an upset outscoring Nonito Donaire, was no match at all for Ntini. The tall southpaw Ntini used his height and reach to control his opponent from range. Santiago was never in the fight. In the 5th round, Ntini stepped on the gas. A straight left hand floored Santiago in the 6th. He bravely got up and he was floored again with another heavy combination, and that was that. Very impressive performance by Ntini, who looks to be the best of the bantamweights in my eyes, and he will go on to bigger and better things. In a WBA eliminator, Antonio Vargas, 18 wins, 1 loss with 10 knockouts, scored a 7th round knockout of a Jonathan Rodriguez, now 17 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Vargas recovered from a first round knockdown to put Rodriguez down in round 2. Vargas was deducted 2 points for hitting Rodriguez while he was down. Vargas took over after that, flooring Rodriguez again in round 7, and Rodriguez's corner rightly retired him at the end of the round. In a WBA welterweight eliminator, WBA number 1, Shokim Gaso scored a technical decision over Pablo Cesar Cano. Gaso, a 2016 Olympic silver medalist, dropped Cano with a body shot in round 3 and methodically outpointed Cano until Cano, the old veteran, fell and injured his ankle in the 11th round. The bout went to the scorecards, with Gaso winning 109-99 on all 3 scorecards. Despite the victory, I don't think Gaso is a threat to any of the major players in the welterweight division. 2020 Olympic gold medalist Andy Cruz was in action last night. Cruz, who was my prospect of the year in 2023, absolutely dominated Brian Zamaripa over 10 rounds. Zamaripa was really game, but Cruz was in control in every minute of every round. Running through his extensive repertoire, he won by scores of 190 on all 3 cards and raised his records to 3 wins, no losses with 1 knockouts. Zamaripa, however, is a tough man and he'll get more work out of this. His record falls to 14 wins, 3 losses with 5 knockouts. As for Cruz, the world is his oyster. He will hopefully step up in 2024 and it is just a matter of time before he becomes a world champion. In what was considered an upset, Blake Caparella, who you may remember being destroyed in 2 rounds by Sergey Kovalov in a light heavyweight title fight, derailed the title aspirations of the Italian tank Simeone Federici in 5 rounds on Saturday night. The 37-year-old Caparella, nicknamed El Capo, got the victory in the 5th round with a left hand to the body. Presumably with a victory, Caparella will crack both the WBC and WBA cruiserweight rankings, as Simeone was somehow ranked number 8 by the WBC and number 14 by the WBA, dearie me. In a clash of unbeaten flyweights, 2020 Olympian Yankel Rivera won a hard-fought 10-round decision over Andy Dominguez for the WBA and WBC Continental America titles, whatever they are. Rivera won the first 8 rounds, but was badly rocked in the 9th. Final scores came in on all 3 judges' scorecards of 99-91. Welshman Jay Harris continued his career resurrection as he travelled to Merseyside to defeat Conor Butler for the Commonwealth and European flyweight titles. Harris was the aggressor throughout the contest and he seemed the stronger man. Butler, however, countered wherever he could. It was action-packed stuff, but after 12 rounds, the decision rightly went to Harris, who has rebounded exceptionally well following 2 stoppage defeats. Butler was giving away a lot of experience and can certainly come again. Don't forget to like and subscribe.